Well, Jordan Peterson, the guy who fights for guy rights, a man who fights for men, a race. Yes, woman, you hear that? He exists. You better listen to Peterson Jordan, bro. He's the GOAT. Alright? He's the GOAT. I mean, the GOAT. He's fighting like a man. The feminism. He's fighting feminism, bro. He knows what he's doing, bro. Look, masculinity. Fuck yeah. Nah, bro, but listen to me closely, bro. Jordan Peterson has another video for us, bro. He will give us the signs that you are a very attractive man. Are you wearing glasses? Is that it? Attractiveness is about glasses or no? I don't know. Jordan Peterson knows. Alright, bro, let's cut to the chase. Alright, we got Jordan Peterson, the man of the man. Alright, he's gonna teach us how to be a man. He's Jordan Peterson, bro. We forgot how to be a man in this society full of non-binaries. Full of non-binaries people. Them. We refer to the guy or to the girl as them. First time in the fucking history of human beings. We have these two. She, he, now them. I'm definitely not them. I'm no she. I have a penis. So I'm a man. And what does a man do? Learns how to be a man. And what's the best solution for that? Watch some Jordan Peterson videos, bro. Let's hear what Jordan Peterson has to say about attractiveness. Sounds you're a very attractive male. He's not talking about females. No, this is male only video right here. Just saying, putting that out there, male only.
There's a relatively small number of males that are relatively successful, and those successful males have preferential access to female reproductive capacity, either because the females actively choose the more dominant males, which is very, very common, or because the more dominant males chase all the less dominant males away.
Right, bro. You heard the Jordan Peterson, bro. You have to be an aggressive motherfucker. Look at me, bro. You have to be a dominant motherfucker. Look at this. Your girl is right here, right? Your girl is right here. You're gonna be like, the girl's right here, right? In the club or some shit. You're gonna be like, hello. She's gonna turn around. You're gonna be like, hey, can I talk to you? I'm a non-binary man. Some shit. She's gonna say, no, fuck you. And turns around. But if you're a dominant motherfucker and you have money in your pocket, bro, and a big dick as well, you're like money and big fucking cock. You know what I mean? Dominant motherfucker. And you go like, sup, bitch. She turns around. Oh my god, you're so beautiful. Yeah, no, bitch. Hey, what you looking at? You motherfucker beta male. Attractiveness, right?
Or because the more dominant males chase all the less dominant males away.
Fuck yeah, we chase those motherfuckers. We chase those motherfuckers all day, bro. Alright.
Even if the females don't exercise choice, which they often do, then the only males left around that can serve as reasonable mating partners are the more powerful ones. And so you think you've got two really radical determiners of evolution as a consequence of that. One is that the males obviously are selected for their ability to move up dominance hierarchies, because the ones that are at the top of the dominance hierarchy reproduce preferentially. And so that means the male dominance hierarchy becomes a method of selection. But then allied with that is the female proclivity for choice on whatever dimension the dominance hierarchy happens to be arranged. And so then female sexual selection also becomes a radical, non-random selector of what genetic material is going to move into the next generation. And so I fail to see how any of that can be separated from the emergence of complex nervous systems and mind over the course of evolution.
Wait, what happened here? We were talking about male dominance, and now we're talking about complex motherfucking brain cells.
Because creatures aren't making random choices. They're not random at all. Imagine a peacock's tail. And it's covered with eyes, which is quite interesting, because eyes, of course, attract attention. And lots of animals have evolved eye-like
Wait, these are eyes?
markings. So there's moths that when they unfold their wings, they have two big eyes on the back of them, and that's to keep birds from eating them, because the birds don't like being stared at, so they stay away from the moths. So a peacock's tail is nothing but eyes, and so it's very attractive, and it shimmers, and there's something about it that's beautiful, which is quite interesting too. The females have obviously been selecting the male peacocks for beauty. They have this insane tail. So the evolutionary biologists have thought, well, what possible utility could that tail be? Is it just maybe the females got fixated on tail, so to speak, and you got a Baldwin effect loop going there? And
Alright, you're going too fucking deep. Jordan Peterson, get to the fucking point. We wanna fuck here. You know what I mean?
Male peacocks just got bigger and bigger tails, and it's just like an evolutionary dead end. It's a positive feedback system that's gone out of control. But they have done things that like look at the symmetry and size and overall quality of the male peacock's tail as a
Alright, look at the size of the peacock's tail. And now look at the size of your dick. Is it big enough? No, I'm just asking. Calm down. I know, it may be small. I'm here with you, you know what I mean? Who determines small and big, right? I don't fucking know. But Jordan Peterson here is telling us about our dick penises and sizes, which I find really offensive, Peterson. Sizes don't matter, Peterson. They don't matter, Peterson. I'm a non-binary motherfucker. I'm just playing. He doesn't even talk about dicks.
a marker for physical health, so reduced parasite load, for example. And it does turn out that the healthier male peacocks have better tail display. And so what the females seem
But it so relates to dicks, bro.
to be doing is using some marker or some set of markers as a proxy indicator. You could say reasonably that female human beings do the same thing to male human beings. And there's some of that vice versa too. Like we evaluate each other, for example, for symmetry, which is one of the elements of beauty, because healthier people tend to be more symmetrical, and lots of animals use symmetry. Butterflies won't mate with another butterfly if it deviates from symmetry by the tiniest amounts you can imagine. So symmetry is a marker, and there's other markers like shoulder width to waist width is one, and waist width to hip width. Males use that to evaluate females in part.
Right.
So there's lots of markers of health. The data worldwide seems to indicate that women mate across dominance hierarchies and up, socioeconomically speaking. And on average, across cultures, women go for men who are about 4 to 5 years older. It varies. In the Scandinavian countries, that's shrunk a little bit, but not that much. And in other cultures, it's bigger. I would say that depends to some degree on difficulty of establishing economic independence. Because in richer countries, it's easier to have enough economic independence if you're a male to be a useful participant in the process of having children.
Useful.
But it doesn't matter. Cross-culturally, it's still across and up, where men mate across and down. They don't
Jordan Peterson, get to the fucking point. Too many words. I can't focus. I'm on TikTok. Get to the point.
care much about socioeconomic status. It doesn't seem to be part of their selection method, generally speaking.
No, but really, what the fuck?
So I think that part of that is also the ability of women to select for male health. It's something like that, because
it's
it isn't
obvious.
only that. Because if you're healthy and energetic, you're much more likely to be successful, because it's very hard to be successful if you're ill, obviously. The competition is just too high. And both genders, both sexes select each other for attractiveness, both select for intelligence, both select for personality, although there are differences there in terms of what's stressed. So I think you can derive a couple of things out of this, and this is where I think people are different than other animals, importantly different.
Well, I think he's stating the obvious, no?
So you
That's so
imagine that
obvious,
there's
no?
tremendous selection pressure towards the production, let's say, of men who are good at climbing the male dominance hierarchy. But the thing that's so interesting about people is that we've multiplied our dominance hierarchies. So if you take an animal that's got a rather static behavioral pattern, then there's a single hierarchy. Elephant seals are a good example of that. So elephant seals, the males are absolutely massive. They're way bigger than the females. And they basically have harems, roughly speaking. And they use physical prowess as their marker of status, essentially. And obviously size is a huge part of that. They're massive.
Look at you and look at me, bro. I'm massive. I'm just playing. Jordan Peterson, 2 points he made. First of all, you gotta be a rich motherfucker. Be a very attractive motherfucker, you know what I mean? And a dominant motherfucker. If you have money and you're not dominant, get the fuck out of my face and Jordan Peterson's face. You have to be dominant too. You have to say, come here bitch, suck my dick. Like that, bro. Alright? And lesson number 2, size matters. If you're going like, suck my dick, and your dick is that small, and you're a skinny motherfucker, no point. You're not attractive. It's gonna reject you. Jordan B. Everybody. Bro, I'm not making fun of Jordan Peterson. I might have misunderstood the stuff he says. Hate me if you want to.
They're absolutely enormous. And so it's just power.
I'm just making jokes.
/ health, maybe aggression, something like that. It's whatever makes them more suitable for the kind of physical combat that elephant seals engage in.
Yeah.
And the degree to which power is associated with dominance status in those sorts of situations seems to be associated with the size differential between males and females. So the more power is an issue with regards to male competence, the larger the males are compared to the females, and the more likely the males are going to have a harem relationship with the females. And you see that a little bit in human beings because men are bigger than women. They're not overwhelmingly bigger, that's sexual dimorphism. And you know, there's some men that are smaller than some women, but on average men are taller, they have more upper bodies.
Why are we speaking about this? Why? This is obvious. Bro, we have to state the obvious. We have to state the obvious things. No? That's what we have to do now. I saw another motherfucking video where the guy says he's a non-binary. He doesn't have a sex. You have a penis. You have a penis, my guy. If you're gay, that's perfectly fine. But bro, you have a penis. Alright, transgender, we accept that. I don't fucking care. I accept non-binary too, but bro, you can't say you're not a fucking sex, bro. Maybe you're not attracted into anything, I get that. But you have a dick. Let me tell you. Jordan Peterson ain't playing here. We got 2 motherfucking advices so far. Let's go for the third,
So there is a power element to male competition, but it's not as extended as it would be among animals, say, like elephant seals. So in the elephant seal, you see maybe there's one stable set of traits that's being selected for that makes the males more likely to reproduce. But human beings, we're very weird creatures because we're so conceptually flexible, and so what seems to have happened, males started selecting each other for in dominance competitions for something like cognitive flexibility and conscientiousness. It's something like that. So that would be the ability to abstractly represent the world, and then the ability to operate effectively within it, to represent yourself socially in a way, and then to carry through with that, because that enables people to trust you. So it's something like that. And so
I didn't get that, but
that produced cortical expansion, and then women were selecting men who were good at that, and that produced cortical expansion. And then there's an arms race between women and men with regards to intelligence, so the women kept up with intelligence as the evolutionary cycle continued. But one of the consequences of selection for cortical expansion and increased cognitive flexibility was that the number of dominance hierarchies that human beings could produce started to multiply, because there's all sorts of ways that you can be successful. Think about how many ways you can be successful in a modern culture, and so that's a huge advantage to being creative if you can pull it off. So then you think it's become very broad, and then you could say, well, what's driving selection now is the ability to be successful in dominance hierarchies.
An AK-47 shooting.
Whoa, what the fuck happened there? Jordan Peterson. My guy.